Double clutching. As the name suggests, double clutching is the process of using the clutch not once, but twice, for shifting the gear. The technique is exclusive for vehicles running with a manual transmission. The dual clutching was necessity in old vehicles. Some racing cars still need it for performing at their best. The process involves three components working together: the engine, clutch, and transmission. The engine is the powerhouse of a motor vehicle. It produces power that the clutch transmits to the transmission. After that, the power does to the driven wheels. During each cycle of this process, several components including the clutch, engine's output shaft, and transmission's output shaft can rotate separately. To complete a double clutching, you have to press the clutch first and bring the gear to the neutral. Then, you have to press the accelerator to equal the dog clutches to the gear. The last part is to press the clutch again and bring the gear to the desired mode. Synchronizer. All the vehicles these days are equipped with Synchromesh gearbox, while this process was a requirement in constant mesh gearbox. You can still apply it to the Synchromesh mechanism when the transmission synchronizer fails, which actually never happens. The purpose of double clutch. Well, it works as a bulwark between the engine and transmission. When the speed of these two components does not match with each other, the system aids in achieving the speed sync. The output shaft of the transmission does the job of transmitting power to the wheels. Its rotation speed depends on the selected gear. In high gears, its spinning speed will be higher than the engine, while it will be the opposite in lower gears. The functions of the components. There are several parts of the engine and transmission that take part in the dual clutching process. Their functions are: input shaft, the place that supplies the power of the engine. Clutch gear, one end of the gear is connected to the input shaft. Lay shaft, transfers power through the fixed gear to the output shaft. The gears on the shaft rotate whenever the shaft spins, because of the way they are attached to each other. Output shaft, the place that transmits the engine power to the wheels. Unlike the lay shaft, the movement of the gears on this shaft is independent of the shaft's rotation. The gears of the output shaft are located on the bearing. Dog clutch does the job of sending power to the output shaft. Its rotation is not independent of the movement of that shaft. Selector mechanism, its function is to select the dog clutch.